probably still difficult to defend.
Guaranteed.
Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation. We are live in Studio B. It is time as we continue this pregame show for the BYU Athletic Hall of Fame.
Yes, it's turned into that.
With another inductee, the all-time leading scorer in BYU men's basketball history, Tyler Haws. Welcome,
What's up, Ty?
Tyler.
Hey, thanks,
What's up, man?
guys.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
What are your emotions like on this day as you enter the BYU Athletic Hall of Fame?
Yeah, a lot of different emotions. I mean, so many incredible people that blessed my life here at BYU. And I was, looking back, it's so special. It's special to come back with my family, my wife and my girls. We love BYU still. And so it's, yeah, a wide range of emotions, but mostly just gratitude and, just happy to be back. So.
How would you summarize the journey? Because when you're growing up, your dad played at BYU. He ran track too. Not too many people know. And then obviously TJ comes behind and whatnot. You come to BYU, you set the scoring record. You're an analyst with us. Like, basketball's been a huge part of your life, and you wanted to go to BYU. But being in the Hall of Fame, there's only so many people. You got to be best of the best. So how would you summarize sort of what it took to get to BYU, play at BYU, and then now this is sort of the crown jewel of everything is going into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it's a huge honor. Like, there's been so many incredible athletes that have come to BYU, and so to be named amongst all those great people and athletes, it's a huge honor. And so I feel really special. But the journey to get here, I mean, I never would have dreamed that something like this would happen. And just a lot of hard work and dedication, and a lot of amazing people that had a lot of confidence in me and believed in me and saw something in me that could be really special. And so I feel really fortunate that, things panned out the way that they did here. I loved my experience and my teammates and coaches, administrators. And so it's all of those people and mentors that, made something like this possible.
Are you still playing?
I still play a little bit.
Yeah?
There's a group that plays in the mornings here, and so I'll come down a couple of times a month. I like being around the game.
You're in the billionaire baller club? That's awesome, man. I love it.
Did they pass you the ball?
They do.
When you say they,
do you have to seek
do you
your
mean
own
Ryan
shot?
or Brian? What are you talking about?
I will say there are some gunners in that group. They're not afraid to put it up. You got to hunt some shots sometimes.
I love it.
Yeah, we make it happen.
That's great.
Well, listen, you
We ain't
scored
getting that invite. Just
over
so we're clear.
2,700 points at BYU. So this is probably like an impossible question, but do you have a favorite bucket or moment as a BYU basketball player? If so, what is it?
Yeah, it's hard to put it, in one moment. Senior year playing at Gonzaga was a special moment. We had a lot of things that were riding on that game to make it to the tournament, and that was a fun moment. But, I mean, my freshman year was filled with all sorts of, high-level memories for me. Coach got cancer that year, and so we were, fighting we had different meaning behind every game, and hadn't won a tournament game in a long time. And so, getting out of the first round, we beat Florida in double OT. That was a really special moment with those guys. Playing at Madison Square Garden, there were specific buckets in all those games that were just amazing to be a part of. So
the Texas one-footer, the Santa Clara jumper in the WCC tournament, the free throw where I loved your career.
Moments.
Huge fan right here. I loved your career. It's so fun to watch you. Okay, BYU plays UConn tomorrow. This is a massive game, one of the biggest regular season games BYU's ever played. What do you anticipate? What do you expect? Because a win would be awesome. A loss doesn't hurt you that much. But now we get to see this team against a marquee opponent.
Well, this is a huge challenge for this group. I mean, it's, not home court, neutral floor, but amazing teams on both sides, amazing talent. I expect BYU to get off to a better start than they did in the Delaware game. But it's early in the season. Roles are developing. Guys are figuring out how to play together and step up in moments. And so I'm really excited. I expect big things out of this group and expect a win. I expect them to go in there and make it happen.
Tyler, I'm going to put you in a hypothetical coaching role right here. So just get in that mentality right now.
Okay.
Let's say You're sitting next to Kevin Young on the bench, and he says, with 10 seconds left in the game, BYU down 1 in a high-level postseason game late, all right, what do you want to do? Who are you giving the ball to, first and foremost, and what play are you running in that situation?
Well, just from what we've seen so far, it's hard not to put the ball in AJ's hands. Like, I've been to a bunch of practices too, and like the way he facilitates the game is really special. But I would also, I would have a second thought about Rob Wright too, putting the ball in his hands. I mean, his playmaking ability is special. But I put AJ in a high ball screen and get shooters on the side and let him make a decision going downhill towards the basket. That would be my.
Do you want to coach basketball at some point?
I would love to. I'm not totally closing that door. I've coached in some club stuff the last couple of years. I love being around the game.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point that would happen, but yeah.
Awesome. All right, we're going to call timeout on basketball because we got football to talk about.
Okay.
You're our
There we
Big
go.
12 celebrity guest picker for our Pick'em segment this week. And let's look quickly at the results thus far. Tanner Mangum still leading the way. He was the
Since
first
week
picker.
0.
Week 0.
Someone's got to beat him, Tyler. It
6-1.
might be you, dude.
Dennis Pitta,
Wow.
Jonathan Tavernari. Just beat Tavernari, okay? Okay, just go 5-1, beat Tavernari. Game number 1, Tyler. This has some significant ramifications in the Big 12 championship race because it involves Cincinnati, Arizona in Cincy to take on the number 25 Bearcats. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bearcats. I mean, they have a lot riding on this game and a lot to play for, and I see them getting a win at home.
Second in the nation in touchdowns for Brendan Swordsby. Only 2 sacks allowed, 2 picks. I mean, they've been incredible. I know they didn't play well at Utah, but I think they defend Nippert Stadium.
Yes, they're a different team at home. I'm with you. Cincinnati wins, and they might win big. Game number 2, Kansas State in Stillwater to take on struggling Oklahoma State. Cowboys are still looking for their first conference win since 2023. Tyler, is tomorrow the day?
By the
It's
way, their
tough.
last one was against BYU.
It's tough. I have to pick Kansas State in this one. Even though it's a home game, I think Kansas State figures out how to get this one done.
The Cowboys stink. K-State.
Struggling.
There's no way Kansas State loses this game. No, please, Colt take
you'll
us. Like,
shave-
mark
you'll
it down
shave
to
your
Colt
head
take us. If Oklahoma State wins this game, they won't.
Yeah.
Game 3, West Virginia's won 2 straight on the road. They're at Arizona State. They don't have Sam Levitt. It's kind of a strange game. Still, Arizona State's a heavy favorite. Who do you like to win in Tempe?
I'm going to take West Virginia in this one. I'm
You,
taking
Ty.
an upset. Hey, they've won a couple of games, and I think, yeah, with Sam Levitt out, I think it opens a door, opens an opportunity.
You like Scotty Fox Jr. with
on.
West Virginia. Jeff Sims just came off a game where he ran for 228. I don't know if he can sustain that. That's crazy, but I do have ASU winning this. They have a shot at the Big 12 title game still, too.
Which is wild, and they might have one of the easier paths remaining if they can hold serve in this game. I think because Arizona State has something to play for, the mental edge gets them through. Would love for you to be right, however, Tyler. Would
Hey.
love for you to be right there. Game number 4, UCF is in Lubbock against number 6 Texas Tech. How many points will the Red Raiders win by, Tyler?
I know, it's hard to pick against Texas Tech. After what happened last week, I mean, their defense is just, it's locked down. They're so tough, and at home, it's even better.
Tech has basically already clinched the Big 12 title game. They play UCF and West Virginia.
I think they're a 24-point favorite. They might win by 34. Okay, yeah, Texas Tech all day. Red Raiders.
Hammer the over.
Red Raiders win big. Game 5, number 13 Utah, off a bye week at Baylor. Utes are an 8.5-point favorite in Waco. Who do you like here?
The Utes are playing well, but I'm taking Baylor at home. Yeah, I think I like Baylor's offense, and they're tough in the pass game. I love watching them play, and so I feel like their quarterback's really tough. Sawyer Robertson.
Yep.
And so I'm taking Baylor.
Utah's run game's too tough for Baylor, unfortunately. Baylor doesn't defend anybody. I have Utah winning this game. I don't like it, but it's my pick.
I'm going to agree with Tyler here. In a shootout. It's going to be a shootout game, and a shootout favors the home team, especially when that team is Baylor.
Yes. Come on, Spence.
Late drive.
Old
to
school
the
Big
Utes
12
down.
game.
win
Take
the
the
game.
Utes down.
Late drive to win the game for
I
Baylor.
love it.
And finally, 12th ranked BYU hosting TCU tomorrow night at LaVell Edwards Stadium. Cougs are 3.5-point favorites. Why does BYU win this game, Tyler?
Well, I think they've got a lot riding on this game, a lot to play for, and I mean, it's going to be a rocking crowd, and expect them to bounce back tough.
And watch Tyler at halftime be honored from the crowd, which would be cool. Kavorian Barnes is out for TCU, the leading rusher. I think that's a big deal for them. He's missed a couple games as well. I think BYU's defense is ready for this. TCU is explosive on offense, but they allow explosive pass plays. I think BYU gets down the field quite a bit here.
BYU has the clear mental edge here with everything to play for in front of them. They're in the driver's seat. That starts by getting through TCU. BYU wins. Tyler, great stuff, man. Thanks for being our celebrity guest picker, and congratulations again on your Hall of Fame induction.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.